Welcome, welcome. I am Melissa. I'm here at the DevOps Speakeasy. I'm head of developer relations at JFrog, and I'm here with Oleg.
Hi.
Oleg, we're good friends. We've known each other a long time, and it was great to run into you here at Devnexus.
Absolutely.
So you just flew in, right?
Yeah, I just got here from Las Vegas, where there was Google Cloud Next.
Nice.
The premier Google conference with a lot of sessions about AI and other Google technologies, and that was a lot of fun. And now I'm here in the Java community, back at the alma mater.
Where you should be.
Yes, that's where I belong.
Awesome. Well, you had a talk here, right? Or one coming up?
One is coming up
at
3 p.m. today.
What's it about?
It's about test containers, of course.
Okay.
And it's about Dapper. And how you can use cloud-native technologies that are usually mostly production-oriented.
Okay.
How you can use them during development without lots of pain.
Yeah.
With the main premise is that in production, everything is deployment-centric, right?
Okay.
You have clusters, you have deployments, you have those large systems, and all the tooling is, of course, also deployment-centric, right? So, for example, you would have Kubernetes, and you would have your ways to manipulate the whole Kubernetes cluster.
Right.
To bring it to the desired state, so to speak. And then in development, when I'm an application developer, I don't want to think about deployments. I'm working on an application, so I need a very application-centric view into the whole system. But it still needs to be fair to the production, right? Because I cannot just run my application in isolation very much.
Right.
It will depend on other services. It will depend on some infrastructure bits. So this, normally what we see a lot is that developers pay with reduced developer experience for how production is organized. So on this session, Mauricio from Diagrate and I tried to imagine how this experience of working with the common cloud native tools, and in that case our choice is Dapper, could be done locally from within your application developer point of view, from within your normal Spring Boot application project. And
Excellent.
In a nutshell, we sort of replace the orchestration bit locally with test containers, so we can run all the dependencies within the containers. Your application becomes the center point that can, through the API, just control which bits go where, and even with sort of reasonably cloud native and production centric technologies like Dapper, you can get a very good developer experience, just like as you have with normal databases and working with your message workers from within your apps. So it's a cool session. We're gonna look at some code there. We're gonna look at some. We're gonna look and learn what Dapper is. We're gonna learn how test containers enables this local development experience. I think it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Well, you've said developer experience several times. So
many
important.
Times, many
That
times.
is so important. Otherwise, we won't use the tools, right? I mean, it's very easy to try to use something if it's just uncomfortable or it doesn't fit into our regular processes. We might end up just using it badly, or in a way that we shouldn't, or just not use it at all. So I'm really impressed with a lot of these tools that are coming out that kind of abstract away some of the complexity that developers should not be worrying about, perhaps. Would you say this is a good example of that?
I think so. And it's also what works for us in this use case is that both Dapper and test containers are very they offer developers API.
Yeah.
So, and then you can go and build whatever you want to build yourself, right? And there could be some opinionated API to do certain things, or there could be the community contributed, for test containers, for example, modules about how to run particular technologies. But as a developer, you have the ultimate control in the end.
Yeah.
Right? You can reimagine, you can configure exactly things like you want to have. So that is, I think, very, very important. If you have a developer tool which is very rigid in its productness.
Yes.
So it
not flexible.
Might be not flexible enough. If you have to really struggle to adapt it to your maybe slightly custom workflows, so slightly custom use cases, then I can see how it will not improve developer happiness a lot.
Right.
But it's not the case for the technologies that we are going to showcase,
Excellent.
which should be the default, I think.
Well, if I can make it to your talk, I will, because I always enjoy your sessions. You do a really good job. And this one, you're co-speaking with Mauricio?
Yes,
Cool.
he's excellent. He's a CNCF ambassador.
Yeah.
He's my friend. He is an excellent developer himself. Well, I'm a mere developer advocate. So he's the brain behind the cloud native parts of the session. So,
Cool. Good partnership.
He's excellent. If you are watching this, please go drop him a follow on whichever social networks you prefer. I think he'd be happy to chat with you about anything.
Cool. Is this your first time here at DevNexus? You've been here before,
no,
right?
I've been here before. I've been here
You're a veteran.
a couple of times, a few
Yeah.
times. One of my most favorite, definitely one of my most favorite US-centric Java
Yeah.
conferences.
Yeah.
I love it for its community spirit.
Absolutely.
There is no kind of sort of one party pulling the blanket over towards themselves and trying to kind of sort of control the mind share. There are always a very good expo floor with product oriented booths,
Yeah.
where you can learn things about how maybe you don't have to buy things, right? But you can go
Right.
and learn about how other people see problems
Yes.
and how they devise solutions for that, which is very, very interesting as well. Besides just having excellent selection of sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really impressed. Along with you, many folks have been coming in from all over the world to join us in Atlanta, and a regular thing every year. It's really nice to get to see everyone again and catch up and enjoy each other's company here. Very strong community. So glad you made it here.
Yeah.
I know it's very stressful. You're living the life of DevRel and
Yeah,
travels
I'm
quite
just-
frequently.
I'm just mostly sorry that I missed the beginning of Devnexus, because there was also
yes,
the
that's right. There's a JC
Java
Summit
user,
and the
yes,
Java user
JC
group.
Summit and the user
Yeah.
group. So I would like to participate in those, not just strictly sort of programming related community efforts as well, because I think
Right.
it's very, very important.
Yes.
Because we need new people in the industry.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I actually ended up missing the first part of that as well. I had some travel difficulties getting in here, so I totally empathize with you. But a lot of these folks are still here. We've got
Right.
a whole nother second day of DevNexus to get through. And then we may have some time as speakers to, spend some time with each other, continuing catching up. And this will be another year of DevNexus.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
this. I'm less than half a day here, and it's already been very, very exciting.
Cool. Well, good talking with you, Oleg. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course.